Hey, my name is Jeremy, one of the co-founders of Thread, here to give you a quick demo on how we help close the gap between commercial and delivery the moment a deal closes. Today we're going to show you a custom contract comparison, what your handoff form can look like, and then all the integrations we can use to pull and push data so Thread truly becomes that execution layer to drive down time to value for your customers. So first we'll start with a Thread workflow. These are workflows that you build out in Thread and then Thread automates based on triggers that you set up. So in this case, as soon as the deal in Salesforce moves to closed won, you trigger things to happen automatically. And you tell Thread which tools you want it to get data from or push actions to. It can be task management, CRMs, Office 365, which includes things like Outlook and Microsoft Teams. And so we've already uploaded your handoff brief. This is what you call a deal sheet. You can see these are all fully configurable as well as customizable. So you can tell Thread agents what data you want it to look for, and it will look across all of the connectors that you've set up. That's just one of many recipes that you can build out. These are agentic flows where you can just tell Thread what you want to happen across Thread or your tool stack, and it'll get done. So let's go ahead and hop into Salesforce and just move one of these deals to closed won and watch Thread do its magic. So as soon as a deal is closed, you can see Thread automatically kicking off this workflow. So it'll gather all the context from the deal record, from all of your emails, from any of your call recordings, and automatically create that account and then move on to the next nodes in the workflow. You might have seen that first node as a contract comparison. So you can see you can actually upload what your standard contract looks like. This is just all mock dummy data, but this is what Thread references against. And so then what it'll do is it'll go and look across all of its sources and say, oh, here's the actual contract for this account, and I'll run my analysis on where the key differences are. The cool part about this is you don't have to sit and watch this run. It'll just happen in the background, but you can see it reason through and logic and actually go in and say, here, I found the process and statement of work, and I'm going to pass that off to the next node. And so you can see it gathered all the context, it created the account and the plan, and now it's moving on to actually complete that contract comparison. And here you see once that analysis is complete, you can actually build out communication nodes to email or Microsoft Teams or Slack and customize who gets sent these analyses to say, hey, these are differences you might want to be aware of. So in this case, it said, hey, Abigail, we found 5 deviations. Here's a summary of the contract differences for Helios. And then you can get pretty sophisticated in here as well. So if you wanted to branch based on, hey, based on that analysis, if it contains professional services, let's go ahead and give the Thread agent the task of going and creating a ticket in your task management system. In this case, it's just using Jira, and it's uploading all the relevant deal details, reasoning through and assigning to the appropriate person, and then moving on to deal sheet generation. And so you can actually see it went ahead and created that ticket for this customer, Helios customer handoff. If I click in and open that, it's assigned to the right person. All of the context is put into the deal, and that person is ready to take action on it. So you could add a wait node to say, hey, send me an email when somebody does something with that ticket, or if it moves to completed and I'm ready to review it again. So in addition to receiving that email about the summary of the statement of work differences, you can actually go into the account and review all of the deviations, as well as ask questions against them. You can view the document itself, or dive into any one of those deviances that were called out. Cool, and we can see this deal sheet was generated, and so now I put it into an approval node. So now whoever you list as the approver, be it an admin or the account executive, they'll get a tokenized email to just click the link and say, hey, here's the handoff form. Does this look right? It's totally customized based on the deal context as well as all of the specific information that you had in your deal sheet. So I can say this needs work, I can add more context, or I can approve and send to the next node. So now it's moving on to the next node. Again, these are fully programmable agentic nodes that you can tell it what to do, what tools to use. In this case, it's moving on to the implementation specialist assignment node. So you could say, hey, I want Thread to actually figure out who is the best person to take this task on and start the assignment. You can see down here, we just have these CRM syncs just for good measure to make sure your CRM as well as your task management tools are staying up to date with the latest and greatest as these run. And over time, you can imagine your accounts list is going to grow, so you want to see who are all your accounts that you're managing. I want to be able to dive in and see where they are with their plan, maybe review the handover brief, as well as any other useful documents that help me drop that time to value down. So that's Thread. Thanks so much for your time, your consideration, and look forward to working with you.